My Lords, the government has spoken about growth from day one as its priority, and to be fair, it's doing a few good things. It's carried on the government Help to Grow management programme, which was started by the previous government. 10,000 businesses have already gone through this programme. There are 12,000 enrolled on it. It's delivered by 60 business schools around the country, and I'm proud to be patron of the Small Business Charter, which I took over from my late friend, Lord David Young. It's a 12-week mini MBA, just the right thing to be doing. Baroness O'Grady spoke about the small modular reactors and nuclear reactors. When I was president of CBI, 2020-2022, I was like a stuck record saying, let's build these, let's build these. Finally, now, 5 years later, we're starting to build them. And in entrepreneurship, it's problem, solution, action, but quickly. So the government, I'm glad, is finally doing this. And the priority with research and development and innovation, we spend 1.7% of GDP. America spends over 3%. We need to increase expenditure on R&D and innovation. And I'm chair of the International Chamber of Commerce UK. The ICC is the largest business organisation in the world with 45 million members. And we have promoted digital trade, which I'm glad to see the government has taken as part of their industrial strategy. I mean, the UK now stands at a crossroads. Outdated paper-based systems are stifling growth. And we can be, as the UK, a leader where trade represents £1 trillion of the UK economy, and by implementing digital trade, would the Minister agree, £25 billion in trade growth, £224 billion in efficiency savings, 35% efficiency gains for SMEs, £22 billion in SME working capital unlocked, trade transaction times cut from 2 months to 1 hour, 80% reduction in trade transaction costs, shipping costs reduced by 18%, workforce productivity increased by 60%. I thank the noble Lord Elliott for initiating this debate. But the government talks about growth, and yet so many of the measures it has implemented are anything but going to help growth, they're hampering growth, whether it's the employers' NI going up, whether it's inheritance tax on farmers and family businesses, whether it's VAT on private schools and removing business rates exemptions for private schools, whether it is VAT reclaim for tourists, which was taken away by the previous government. Shouldn't the government bring back that relief? We'd have more tourists spending money and spending on goods as well as staying here and on restaurants. The non-dom regime change, already over 10,000 people have left, many people that I know. They pay £8 billion of taxes, they employ people, they invest, they conduct philanthropy in this country. We're going to be losing all that because money walks. And now there's talk of the £30 billion hole to be filled, and there's talk of more taxes going up on the budget, which sadly is on my birthday. We have 1 million NEETs in this country, young people who do not work. We have 9 million people of working age who don't work. We need to get these people back to work. I co-chair the International Students All-Party Parliamentary Group. Would the Minister confirm there's talk now there's going to be a levy on international students going to be introduced in the budget? The 2-year post-graduation work visa is going to be reduced from 2 years to 18 months. These international students bring in £42 billion to the economy. We treat them as immigrants. Shouldn't they be taken out of the net migration figures? And when it comes to immigration, this fear of immigration, bad immigration is bad for this country, but good immigration is great for this country. And without the 16% of ethnic minorities, this country wouldn't be the 6th largest economy in the world. And I was part of the PM's delegation to India last month. It was fantastic. And I spoke on the Finance Minister of India's annual Kautilya Economic Conclave, their Finance Ministers' Conference. The title was Prosperity in Turbulent Times. And India is growing at 6.5% a year with a target of 8%. And our latest figures released today, we've grown at 0.1%, a flatlining economy. We have debt to GDP of 100%. We have high debt servicing costs. We have the highest tax burden in over 70 years. We have high government expenditure. We have unemployment of 5%. We have inflation almost double the target at 3.8%. We have defence expenditure that needs to go up to 3%. We need to have a plan. We need to be bold. And I conclude with this. In June, I visited Argentina, and I met with President Milei, and I met with his whole team. He has a very clear plan of bringing down expenditure, bringing down inflation, and every single minister that we met sang from the same hymn sheet. This government needs to have a plan. It needs to be bold. Then we can get growth.